A ton of exciting new LEGO sets were revealed just today, and even in this past week. I've been out of town, so I'm trying to cover as much as I can in this one video. This Winnie the Pooh set is $150, and it's a buildable Winnie the Pooh. It also has minifigures. Yeah, they include a new Winnie the Pooh figure where the difference is the torso print there, where there's a bib so he could eat honey, except there's no minifigure scale honey pot in this set, which is very frustrating. This previously came in the LEGO Idea set for every part but the torso there, and you get the same Eeyore from that LEGO Idea set. That's really cool because that set is off store shelves, and those are two very popular characters. But what about the build for Winnie the Pooh? I gotta say, this is one that's tricky. It looks good from certain angles, like this top-down angle. Okay, that looks like Winnie the Pooh. But when you look at it straight ahead, that looks off. I don't like the use of this plate right here for the mouth. Those two studs are almost looking like their teeth or something like that. It doesn't look right from this angle. I also think the build for the body is tricky and doesn't really work either. It looks robotic in many ways. Like this shirt over here has too many sharp angles, and then this bottom half has too many gaps with the use of that unconventional piece that I think was introduced in that One City Space set. I think it's the first time we're getting that in yellow. But having that whole clip arrangement there just leaves too many gaps. This looks like a Pooh robot. I don't know. The Honey Pot build is fine. I mean, there's two stickers that say honey at the front. Now, the Honey Pot is something special where you could open that up and inside there's a little Winnie the Pooh house. Now, it's just really two sticker details. Yeah, this whole shelf and everything here is one sticker. Then on the other side, you have this little window right here, which is another sticker. I get it. It's cramped inside that interior to fit actual like shelf builds and everything there. But that gives them an excuse to include those minifigures. Other details with the builds of this set include posable ears for Winnie the Pooh, arms that you can move up and down, though it seems like the legs are fixed in place. A head can move 360 degrees, it seems like. There is a secret with this shirt build where this front part could be removed, and inside it looks like it's a sticker, but it's on a 2x6 tile, and you have the characters that were present in the LEGO Idea set, except we have our first look at a Christopher Robin minifigure. I kind of wish they included Christopher Robin in this very set. That's a character we've never gotten in minifigure form before, and it would be perfect because I feel like they'll eventually do a buildable Eeyore. Yeah, a buildable Eeyore that's not a Brickheads. So re-including Eeyore in this specific set feels almost like a wasted slot, but who knows? For now, I'm very happy that people can get their hands on Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh as minifigures if you missed out on the Ideas set. And finally, there's bees on top of that Honey Pot build, which I like the usage of that bee antenna piece that was used in LEGO Friends very sparsely. The $150 price is okay. I mean, the size of this looks more 120 to me, but if you're a price per piece ratio person, that is 13.99 pieces for 150, so it's not terrible. Though I'd say the 101 Dalmatians set that was 18 plus did a much better job making it look organic as a character compared to Winnie the Pooh here. But wait, there's more, because there's this Piglet set as well. Yeah, they have a tie-in with the 18 plus set for a 9 plus set, which was really clever on their part, where this is a basic build for Piglet, but it will look great side to side with the buildable Winnie the Pooh. This design has a birthday cake build instead of a honey pot build, which almost looks like it might even be more pieces than the Piglet figure. And the design, like the honey pot, opens up. This one has, honestly, a more elaborate interior than the Honey Pot build. There's more stickers on the wall, one side having these frames of the characters from the Ideas set. Again, actual minifigure scale honey pots, unlike the Honey Pot set. The other side also having shelves with honey and stuff like that. The press release directly mentioning that this is the interior of Winnie the Pooh's house. Then the other side over here is a part of the 100-acre wood. That's pretty cool. The Piglet minifigure is the exact same as the LEGO Idea set, unless you count the fact that it doesn't include the scarf, but you know, that's an extra accessory. Another great, cheap way to get desired characters on store shelves. The design for the buildable Piglet, I think I like more than the Winnie the Pooh figure. I mean, it's very simple, but effective in my opinion. Love the use of those flower petal piece that we'll see even later in this video for botanicals. The one part that doesn't really work for me is the bottom like chin area of the face. where once again we have too sharp of angles for that section right there. The design for the rest of the face looks good though. I like the printed eyes. I like the build for the roundness of the body area right there, the stomach and everything. That works really well. I like the build for the flower. I like the build for the balloon. So yeah, I think I like this better than the Winnie the Pooh set. If LEGO doesn't send me these for free, I would even consider buying this Piglet set. All I'm saying is if Winnie the Pooh is getting 9+ minifigure sets, please, please, LEGO, give us Toy Story 5 sets that aren't 4+. I'm crossing my fingers for this summer. I mean, before the Idea set, Winnie the Pooh was restricted to Duplo, a run back in the late 90s, and then for 2011 when the new movie released. Then we have a long-awaited addition to the scaled-up minifigures that are LEGO Store exclusives with a blue spaceman. Yeah, not specifically Benny, but, you know. I mean, we got a scaled-up baby space person last year. The design here continues the $60 prices, which the other sets increased to recently. This has 793 pieces, so that's a good price per piece ratio if you're judging value based off of that. I'd say, yeah, I mean, I wish this was $50 based on size, but 60 is fine. This brings back a feature of that initial scaled-up minifigure from 2023, where you can remove the top half of the helmet to access a control room. But unlike that set, we don't get a minifigure version of the character there. Instead, you get a classic space robot. Dang it, LEGO. I really want a remake of the blue spaceman. No, not Benny. I love Benny. Benny has a cracked helmet and a faded torso. We have not gotten the updated helmet in blue since the Gamer Market set, which is pretty pricey secondhand now. And we haven't gotten the classic space torso in blue since 2012, which, yeah, it had a very limited release in this reissue. Like, it was that one vintage minifigure collection in, like, some random shelf set. So to assemble a classic blue spaceman with the updated parts is very, very expensive. Still, the main thing about this set is a scaled up minifigure, and they did a great job with the build there. I have no complaints. Another LEGO Store exclusive was also revealed with this miniature London bus that will retail for $20 with 245 pieces. This is a remake of the LEGO Mini London bus that we got back in like 2016, I think it was. Yeah, it was 2016 when it was introduced with 118 pieces. That was $10, so this is double the price, but it also has more than double the pieces. That's totally understandable. This original version from 2016 lasted until December 2025 at LEGO stores. That's a generational run. I mean, almost 10 years. I guess it was time to remake that. And the design here is a big improvement if you ask me. Now it's 6 wide. It has the dimensions and just like the length that I would expect more with a London bus. You can even remove the top part right here, which it seems to have some kind of interior, but I don't know the extent of that design. There's no pictures in the press release showing such. The other day, LEGO revealed a new Lord of the Rings icon set, which is Sauron's helmet. Yeah, I know I say Sauron when it should be Sauron, okay? You were going to comment that, weren't you? This will retail for $70 with 538 pieces, and it's the first ever helmet set to include a minifigure, which is something a lot of people have been asking for a while. This is the first one since the busts release, and those started including minifigures, so maybe that had an influence on the change here. Regardless, that's the cheapest way to get Sauron, which is a character a lot of people wanted for years. We finally got him for the first time in the $460 Barad-dûr set. Hopefully I didn't pronounce that wrong. So it's so cool to get an alternative that is leagues cheaper. I mean, only $70. And despite initial leaks, no, this is the same exact design of Sauron from that set. There's no difference between the two sets. Regardless, the main part of this is the helmet build. And I mean, they do a fine job in the shaping and everything there. I like the build. I'm just, first off, not interested in helmet builds in general. It's like the lowest of my priorities to display. I mean, I'm just getting into buildable figures. Cut me some slack. But I think the worst part for me, and it isn't an easy fix, is that there's a use of this gray design for the color scheme, and I really wish they went with like a gunmetal gray. There's no shine to any of this helmet right here. I think that is a downside, especially when the minifigure itself uses that gunmetal gray coloring for the helmet. It also makes me sad that this is the cheapest Lord of the Rings set that they released since the theme came back. That isn't a Brickhead set. Come on, just give us sets of like $10, $20, $30 with minifigures, dang it. I do think $70 for these helmet designs is overpriced. I mean, the sizing and everything here calls for a $50 set at most. Even the price per piece ratio would call for that too. This Sauron helmet, as well as all the other sets we covered in this video so far, released March 1st, 2026. This football, or soccer ball as they'll call it in the United States, also releases March 1st, and it's $130 for 1,498 pieces. This is the second set from the Editions theme, which so far we've gotten this set and the FIFA Trophy set. So 2 football or soccer themed sets. The design here is not just a soccer ball. No, you could open it up and it reveals a little miniature stadium. It's kind of funny how the stadium bleachers are just stickered micro figures. The design actually includes new statuette figures, which very rare that we see statuettes with yellow heads. You know, there's 2 colors here, which I do appreciate that. I do like how it's not just a soccer ball, like at least there's an interior to display too. Not sure I like the snowflakes to represent fireworks. It looks a little bit odd. Hey, it has a better price per piece ratio than like any other set in this video, so that's cool with the $130 price in 1,498 pieces. There's printed pieces that are used all throughout the dishes on the outside of this ball, but there are 2 stickers at this section right here, which usually I would complain, but I'm like, okay, those stickers almost feel like very niche, where we have it saying display only, do not actually kick this, and like, oh, this is the Lego football, which they actually have 1,497 pieces listed on there. I guess there'll be an alternate sticker that says Lego Soccer Ball. So if you want to put like a specific football / soccer ball brand, you could put your own there. So yeah, I actually do appreciate that there's a sticker there. Last thing I gotta say is we're like a few shades off from this having the colors of the trans flag. And also revealed today is this Ferrari F2004 in Michael Schumacher. This will retail for $90 and is a Lego Icons release with 735 pieces and 1 minifigure. Now, way back in the day, we got Michael Schumacher sets tied to Ferrari. Like, I remember this set right here, which I have no interest in Ferrari or F1 racing or anything there, but I absolutely loved the minifigures in here where they were like based off real people, which was a rarity back then and still kind of a rarity nowadays. I mean, this is another one in the lineup of these detailed cars with legendary race car drivers. The design here has nice, cool, exclusive prints, like the printing on the helmet there and everything. I just don't have interest in the whole car build and everything there. It's not a set for me. That's totally understandable. A tile is stickered with a quote from Michael Schumacher. The one thing I find interesting about the car build is that those are completely new tires made just for that set. So I wonder if that'll pop up in different themes. Like, will that pop up in like a random Lego Ninjago car or whatever? Oh, and last week they revealed a new F1 Speed Champion set, which is the Audi F1 Team Race Car. Audi entered Formula 1 in 2026, so this was one that was missing from last year's lineup since it's new to the competition. And this one right here, I actually really like the color scheme of the gray, red, and black. That looks really pretty. And that kind of translates to the helmet, which you get a black base and a trans red visor, which gives me vibes of the 2015 Lego Star Wars Rebels Inquisitor minifigure. Shouts out, that's like a super classic minifigure to me. I guess if you're a price per piece ratio person, it's 216 pieces for $28. 2 new botanical sets were revealed today with the Sunflower Bouquet. That's going to be $60 with 686 pieces. It's not a theme I buy, but I think this looks lovely. I really like getting that pedal piece in yellow for the first time. That's really awesome. And it's also cool to get that shield in a sand green in the first time and that harpoon piece in a sand green for the first time. These are always filled with lovely pieces. I mean, they also revealed this Magnolia. Again, both of these release on March 1st, 2026. This retails for $50 with 435 pieces. In the Magnolia branches build looks great. I love the look of these petals as well. Which, to get that piece with some like printing on there with the coloring of those 2 colors, it's absolutely beautiful if you ask me. And finally, there's a giveaway promo of these Penguins in Love, which will be sometime next month because it's kind of like a Valentine's Day tie-in. We don't have too much info on this. I don't have much to say here. I mean, in a server that my friend is in, somebody was like, oh my god, Lego made gay penguins. We don't know these penguins' gender, so is it gay? Is it not? Who knows? Is it too woke? That's what we're ending this video on. That's it. I covered all these new Lego sets. Let me know which is your favorite from all of these March 1st releases and then the Penguin set, because I guess that's the only non-March 1st release here. I think my fave is the Piglet set. I mean, that just has the most interesting build to me, and it doesn't look like a robot. Subscribe here for Lego news and commentaries. Seriously, you liking, commenting, and subscribing helps so much with the growth of this channel. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.